Before I go any further, I did want to throw out there because I'm sure some of you are watching this video series and the gears are starting to turn to saying, I'm going to take my site and I'm going to throw up a list right now. And I just wanted to mention that there are a couple occasions when it's not the best idea to build a list. Of course, I just went on and on about how great lists are, but just to play both sides of the coin here, I do not advise building a list when you're not sure if there's money in this niche. Essentially, what this means is if you get out there and you start a website on something you've never worked with before, you've never done pay-per-click, it stinks to put a lot of time and money into building, the autoresponder forms and the emails, and then of course driving the traffic. And then you find out that the people in that niche, they don't have a lot of money to spend. Well, that can develop a waste of time. So there are niches where list building works fantastic, and there are some where it doesn't work as well as it could. So I would advise that you make sure that there's money in the niche. Just to give you a few examples, if you have a site that gets traffic based on things that are centered around the word free, free downloads, free coupons, things like that, people get to keep in mind that people come to your site with the intention of not spending money. So that's going to be a tougher sell. Just keep that in mind. Now, in the example I gave in the previous video, I mentioned, they come to the site looking for dog training tips, and there's the big sign, free dog training tips. I'm not talking about that, but I'm just keeping in mind that when the people came to the site, they did not type in free. They came there looking for dog training tips, and then of course, baiting them with offering them free advice, but hopefully they will spend money later. Customers tend to be unresponsive. Again, building on what I just said, there are certain niches out there where it's a tougher sell than others, and unfortunately, it's something you have to learn as you grow as a marketer. I've ran pay-per-click campaigns where I've been disappointed on how little people have bought, depending on how much I spent. And then there's some where you're surprised how much people are willing to spend because it's something they really need. So just keep that in mind. You view this video series, you're going to see that list building, it's not a ton of work, but it is a good bit of work. And I just want to make sure that you do your research before you start list building. Sometimes the niche does not lend itself to repeated selling. Also keep that in mind. I mentioned the dog niche because it's a good one because keep in mind if you have someone's email and they're a dog owner, you can be hitting them up for dog food, dog training, gifts, all kinds of different things. Some don't translate that easily, and it might be just one thing. Like if they have a problem and what you're selling them is going to fix their problem and they'll never need anything else again, that's not the optimal situation because when you have a list, you're able to market to them for repeatedly different things. Not every day, you don't want to market them to death, but the point is that you're able to market to them repeatedly with different things to, of course, hopefully make money. Maybe one person won't buy one thing, but they might buy something else, and with a list, you have the opportunity to do that. So keep that in mind. Again, no harm in trying. List building can almost always, improve how much money you're going to make. It's just that sometimes the effort may not be worth it. So just keep that in mind. I just want to throw that out there.